Welcome to my channel Daily Bulletin News. Days of our lives. EJ may have run out of cards to play to keep Jude's paternity quiet, but will the truth come out before Eric leaves? We got some great character beats and stand-up performances this week from the folks at Days of Our Lives, but the show also handed us the one tragedy that we were really hoping wouldn't happen with Chanel and Johnny. Plus, we're also back to some frustrating pacing issues, as stories have all but disappeared for sometimes weeks on end. But there's always room to turn that around. All about character. Thursday was a fun, stand-up episode for me, and it didn't rely on big dramatic reveals, so much as character interactions. First off, I thoroughly enjoyed Stefan's dressing down of EJ. It was nice to, rather than watch him skulk around and smugly plot, just flat out yell in EJ's face that he had a day to get Gabi out of prison or his house of cards would collapse. There was a fire to him, instead of the beaten dog I feel like he's been since Gabi went to prison. And then we finally got a glimpse of Gabi. I've already seen folks grumbling, and all I can say is just stop and give her a chance. Yes, Camila Banus was in the role for a long time, but actors change on daytime, and I'm excited to see what Sherry Jimenez does with the role. From all indications, this time in prison is going to have some lasting effects on Gabi, so this is the perfect time to get reacquainted with the character. And I loved everything about Xander and Nicole's talk, so much so that it makes me sad that we didn't get to see more of these two before now, despite the fact that Xander owns the paper Nicole works at, trading barbs about stealing babies before coming to an understanding about each other. Their mom issues and their kids was just a wonderful full-circle moment, and it was fun. Plus, did anyone see Brady putting it almost all together with Theresa? Anyone? At least someone finally realized that Theresa had her hands on Victor's suitcase before anyone else. Broken people. Another stand-up day was Tuesday, and that Leo/Diana confrontation. Greg Ricart is an excellent actor, and while he does well with the breezy comic stuff, he's capable of so much more. And we got to see that this week, along with Judith Chapman's fantastic performance. The show is intent on keeping Leo around, so it's past time they rounded him out. You can't change his personality without changing the character, but you can make him more than just a thirsty, quippy gay man. Also, I'm kind of on the fence with Dr. Green. On the one hand, a healthy love interest would be good for Leo, but on the other, so would just a friend. He's got none. And we also got glimpses of Diana's own internal struggle. It was like she was forcing herself to keep being cruel to Leo, and if she could be rehabilitated away from over-the-top villain to more what she was in the 80s, I think she could be great addition to the canvas. Bye-bye, Eric. The show has not let up its drumbeat of teasing exits. Johnny just reassured Chanel that he's not leaving for California. That was sweet of her to tell him to go, but come on, Chanel, your husband isn't leaving you after a miscarriage. But now we're into Eric telling everyone he's leaving. The only confirmed exit right now, though, has been Steve Burton and Harris. Monday was most definitely, genuinely his last day. If Eric is exiting, and spoilers next week make it seem like it's happening by Friday, I wouldn't expect it to be for long, because there's no way the paternity reveal would happen without him, or without bringing him back to Salem. Speaking of that reveal, how fast is it going to happen? I'm trying to glean something from spoilers, but I don't think Melinda will spill the beans. She may just push EJ into giving her the DA job back, which you'd think would tip Paulina off that something super bizarre is going on between her two DAs. But I guess she's a bit preoccupied right now. The thing is, it can't take too long if Ariane Zucker is exiting in a month. They've got to leave time for the fallout to play out on screen. At least I hope so. Nicole finding the truth out and just leaving town would be a cop-out. There's EJ's betrayal to play out, her and Eric working through their feelings. What's going to happen to Holly if she's not in the Demare mansion anymore? There's a lot to get through. Worst case scenario, getting back to Paulina. Things turned around fast for her poor family the second Johnny and Chanel lost their baby. That's a tough one that I'm guessing came down to the strike material giving them a pregnancy that may not have lined up with what the regular writers wanted. I don't think I was alone in thinking this was too early to give them a baby and settle them into domestic bliss, but still,